I'd get ready if I were
Okay. So in any case, we are ready to get right into this match. So let's introduce our teams in the Join Dota League season number 10 matchup between the Meme Regime and BabyRage. So here for the Meme Regime, on the dire side, we've got Kim Jong-il, also known as Peter, playing the Shadow Demon. We've got Tiwani on the Necrophos. Playing the Faceless Void is going to be Mr. Hey Mr. New guy to the team. We've got a Zingo Husker. And finally, on the Vengeful Spirit is going to be G, the Brazilian superstar. Now on Team BabyRage, it's going to be Mav playing the Zeus. We've got a line handled by Pyro.
30 seconds.
It's going to be a bounty hunter running around the map. That's going to be Artsugi. Got a Terror Blade handled by Kilowas. And finally, the Tide Hunter. He's starting out in the jungle with the Iron Town. That's going to be Ara Was Here. I have no idea if they are changing their names at all. So Artsugi, he's going to be looking for this courier. He's going to place down the ward. And let's take a quick look at the rune. Okay, T1 is going to get stunned up here. Tidehunter picks up the rune. No one's taking the one top, and Kilowas is very low. He's taking a lot of damage from this. Zeus was trying to do something. Kilowas not getting blocked out enough, and that's going to be the first blood going the way of Mister. He's going to take down, but Zeus, he's able to find the kill on the T1, and that one might be a little bit more valuable. The rest of the Meme Regime, they've gotten a little bit further away. Kim Jong-il, he's getting some very good poison damage onto the Bounty Hunter, but it's really not going to be enough. Now over here, the Lion, he's gotten a stun on the Vengeful Spirit, and that is going to be another kill going the way of BabyRage. But after that engagement, advantage goes the way of BabyRage, but at least the first blood goes the way of the Faceless Void, where they really want to have a good start here. And you can... I don't know where the gold went, but I'm pretty sure he got it. So that's going to be a first few kills there, and it's going to help this the safe lane for BabyRage do a little bit better. They're still even on XP as the Meme Regime, and they're going to have to be careful of this Kim Jong-il Shadow Demon. There's going to be the stun here, but a beautiful Earth Spike from the Lion is going to keep him safe. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Artsugi finds the courier, so that's going to be the what was that? It's on the courier. Can't see it. Oh well. 200 gold worth of items. Might have been like 2 healing salves or something. Denied for T1E. He's probably going to be very unhappy about that. Meanwhile, Zingle's left alone atop. They don't want to play with this Husker at all. They just want him to throw out his flaming spheres and have fun with that. And right now, this dual lane of Terrorblade and Lion is able to contest this tri-lane fairly well. They're not really having to worry about too much. And Bounty Hunter's now come over, and he's able to de-ward that sentry. Gonna have to pay close attention to the off lane here. There's gonna be the reflection used, and now Shadow Demon is going to disrupt himself. Terribly taking a lot of damage, but they're gonna have to try to take him down. Kim Jong-il taking a lot of damage from it. It's going to be a kill going the way of the Terrorblade, and well, Vengeful Spirit is going to be able to finish off the Terrorblade. That's the first Metamorphosis used, and now the Vengeful Spirit blocking in the line, but she's gonna get blocked in here herself, taking so much damage from a nice tree eating by the G, and he's going to try to turn it around on the Lion. He's going to get the block out again, but the Lion's going to pay for this one, and I don't even know if the Bounty Hunter is going to be able to get it. Healing Salve is going to get used, and oh, there's a disruption immediately from the Shadow Demon, and he'll immediately apply the Shadow Poison in the bash right off the bat from the Terrorblade, doing so much damage to him. Another Shadow Poison is going to be there, and are they going to be able to take down Kilowas? Oh, one more Shadow Poison, but they're going to have to deal with 3, and I don't think that's going to be enough. He doesn't actually take it off. Yeah, it's not nearly enough, but it does do quite good damage. If he had hit that 4th one, he may have been able to get the kill, but it still would have been pretty questionable because he was quite far away. So a pretty eventful start to the match here, and look at this. Zingle's still just farming away top. Hello. Did Necro die again? No, he just went back to base. So an interesting start here. The tri-lane's not doing too terribly bottom for the meme regime. They're definitely disrupting the Terrorblade, literally and in reality, as the Shadow Demon has the spell called Disruption. But yeah, the Terrorblade's still getting some things, and he's nearly level 4 at this point. Bounty Hunter's going to come through. He's got those boots available, and he's going to be able to get that TP in there. And I believe the meme regime probably know that the Bounty Hunter is there. Pinging him out a little bit. Vengeful Spirit is going to have to be worried about this, and actually she's going to get interrupted here on the high ground. Oh, Lion's here with the Hex. This is going to be a very dead girl. Vengeful Spirit in a ton of trouble. This can be the reflection slowing her down. Uses the stun onto the Terrorblade, and the last hit from the Lion ends up taking her down. A while back, Lion got a buff to his base damage, and he definitely showed it there. And now the Bounty Hunter knows that there is a sentry ward here. Unfortunately, they don't have any sentries here for a D ward, but at least he knows that there is vision. There's me a stun here for the Lion. He doesn't want to get hit by the air spike. Another beautiful reflection from the Terrorblade. There's going to be the stun on the GG in a lot of trouble. He's taking a lot of damage, and he's going to need to get away from this. There's going to be a massive damage from the Terrorblade illusions, and there's a lot of poison on him as well. Taking some damage from the bash of the Faceless Void. And they're going to turn it around. They take the Terrorblade down once again. And I feel like they're just kind of baiting out the Terrorblade metamorphosis, because every time he goes for that, he's just getting disrupted by the Shadow Demon. That's kind of the play. You want to get disrupted by the Shadow Demon there. And the meme regime, they lose one, but it's a much more valuable kill as they take down the Terrorblade down once again. It's really interesting how, like I said, they go for the disruption on the Terrorblade as soon as he goes for that metamorphosis, and they don't even get a chance to like really get some good damage off. So they're just kind of baiting that out. And I think he's going to have to be a lot more careful with that in the future. Zingle already nearly level 7 here at the top lane. And he's basically... Well, I guess Zeus is up there too. No, he's level 7. Not really sure why I was putting him at the top, but... Zeus hasn't really gotten the chance to use the ultimate just yet. He really needs some mana for it, and he'll be able to get it with the bottle. Maybe thinking about going for the Shadow Demon now. Shadow Demon not very strong, but he does have the disruption available. And look over here at top, Tidehunter gonna have to be careful. There's a hasten here from T20. T20's ready to go Zingle. He's gonna rush in, but he's way too far, and they do not want to dive a Tidehunter of all heroes that low. He doesn't have Ravage, but yeah, T20 probably not gonna be able to do enough with that haste rune. Now we got to be careful at bottom. Bounty Hunter's coming in with the invis, but they're going to see him. They stun him and get the bash. MR Mister is just being absolutely ridiculous with these bashes. And, wow. They're forced to use all their disables against Mister in order to try to slow him down. Hey, Mister. Stop killing him so good. Alright, so here we go behind the tower. Kill in a lot of trouble. He's getting blocked out by the Shadow Demon. That's going to be the Reaper Scythe, taking him down on the bottom lane. T20 with the great rotation in to be able to make this Terrorblade feel even worse. He's taken 3 kills, but usually when you see something like that, you want to try to look around the map and see exactly what is happening to let this happen. But I don't even think that meme regime are giving too much around the map when they're taking down the Terrorblade. Like, they did just lose the Husker. Like, sure they lost a Husker, but they're taking the Terrorblade down much more and making the game a lot more harder, or a lot more difficult for him. More harder. Gosh. By the way, it's past midnight for me. My grammar might not be the best. Just a heads up. In any case, we haven't really seen Zeus get too aggressive on the map at all. He's, I don't even think he's used his ultimate just yet. G? Yeah, he sees Artsugi. Or Artsugi sees him. He's gonna stalk this Vengeful Spirit down, and she's gonna have to be worried of it. He uses the Shuri Toss. She's actually just gonna stand up there, and while Zeus can easily use his ultimate to secure a kill if he wants to, I don't think she is gonna get a whole lot of help from it, but I think they just kind of want to chase him down. They have another Shuri Toss if they need to, and he's just gonna throw it out to secure the kill there. So, don't worry, Zeus, I got this one. Thanks for the mana. So we got a lucky score here, 7-7. And it's actually pretty early. Husker's up to level 8. He's getting the armlet delivered to him right now. And Necrophos is going to have to be a little bit worried on the mid lane because he currently has the Terrorblade Illusion, a Zeus, and a Bounty Hunter coming up here. Yeah, he's definitely going to want to back up. Oh my gosh. At least they have the Sentry Ward here to be able to watch for the Bounty Hunter, and T1 could be in a lot of trouble. Sure, he tossed in the ultimate. It's going to be enough to take him down, and I don't even think the Zeus wants to use it. He's getting underneath the tower. That's going to be a lightning blow, and it gives him enough time to get away, and now Mav is completely out of mana. He doesn't have enough for the ultimate. That's going to be a disaster here for the Zeus. The Hydrunter is here with the Ravage, but it's way too late to be able to save his friend. And here come the meme regime going right for the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Oh man, just way too unwilling to use that ultimate there. He was having mana problems, but even so, like, Zeus, way too aggressive. Like, he really wanted to get that kill, but he gave the Necrophos more than enough time to heal up, get that magic stick off, and be able to survive there. T1 just riding on the edge of the precipice. And they're thinking about a tier 2 here, but I think this is something that they really don't actually want to go for. Zingle does have the armlet, but they're all kind of grouped up here. There's going to be the Chronosphere here for the Tidehunter. He doesn't have the Ravage. Is he going to be able to get off? No, because he's not able to escape out of that time bubble. Now the Bounty Hunter goes right down, and Husker, he's going so ham here. Mav taking a lot of Lightning Spears to the back, and I think he may end up going down here. He's going to bottle up, trying to stay alive, but it's not going to be enough because the burn damage is there to take him out. And Meme Regime, they are strong right now. Triple kill for Zingle, feeling like they can take on the world, and maybe they can. TI7? Probably not. But in any case, they've taken down the tier 2 tower, and they're gonna get away with it. Now we're at the convenience store 7-Eleven, and that's gonna be a very quick Mr. Vlad. And Zingle actually runs into the Roach Pit. I'm just going to put some fire damage onto the Roach. This is actually really aggressive by him. He actually doesn't even have enough mana for the heal, which he may want to think about getting. Oh my gosh. I can't watch. Oh my gosh, Bounty Hunter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Is that just a Zingle fail? Man, that was... I mean, you kind of had to expect that to happen. Yeah, that's going to be a free roast for the BabyRage side. Thanks, Zingle. You're great, dude. Yeah, they're going to do this way too fast. You can't do anything about it. The only thing that possibly could have been done is you steal the kill with the poison, but not even that can happen. And the meme regime... Ah, Zingle, why? Why would you do that? You know there's a Bounty Hunter on the map. Like, do you think he was stupid? Do you think they didn't have wards? I don't really get that. Well, Zingle is bad. I think we all knew that at this point, and he's going for a rather interesting build. He's gone Medallion with an armlet, and while Mr. has that haste rune, he's just running around as a fish, flopping his face all over the place. And he could find something else here, but it's just a Bounty Hunter, and he's invisible. They have no vision for it. He's just going to throw out a couple of tracks. And I think at this point, the meme regime, they're probably just going to go over to bottom. But at this point, Terrorblade, he's got the Aegis, and he's also got a Dragon Lance. So the meme regime going to have to be very careful of this one. Going to have to work their positioning around. They do have the Shadow Demon to deal with it, and it's actually a very good counter to the Terrorblade. But he doesn't have the Metamorphosis for another 70 seconds. So I doubt that there's going to be a whole lot that BabyRage can actually do here. And we may see a very quick end of this game. I mean, this is what happens when you have a Husker. They just can't go into you. I mean, you saw how aggressive Zingle was being, even onto the Roshan. I mean, he didn't get it. But it's just so much damage potential that he has with that armlet. Now here, the Tidehunter's thinking about it. He's coming around from the side. He's looking to see where he can come from, looking for that angle of attack. And there's going to be the Chronosphere. They want to try to take down the Tidehunter once again. There's going to be a Lightning Bolt onto the Zingle, and that's going to be the Scythe of... Oh, Reaper Scythe. Scythe of Reapers. The Zingle just dives right forward on Dartsuki. That's going to be some good physical damage, and there's going to be a disruption there to save Zingle. But they do end up taking down the tier 2 tower, and Welp. Goodbye. Poor Zingle. What a guy. You gotta feel for him, maybe. I don't know. He's not that bad, I guess. Guess now would be a pretty good time to switch over to the net worth chart, and then also take a look at the overall XP and net worth. XP a little bit in favor of meme at this point. Net worth is about 3,000. Mav is just going to walk right up here on the Kim Jong-il. Zingle's here, though, and he's walking really fast. He wants to try to get the kill on the Mav, and Mav is going to try to TP away. There's no disable here, no disrupt, and Zingle's not going to be able to find that kill once again. Artsugi is going to go right for Zingle. There's going to be the Ravage, but Zingle is so tanky at this point. Lion's here to turn him into a fish, and I think that's going to be it for the Zingle, man, and they're even going to commit the Zeus ultimate for it. Yeah, there you go. Now Mr. He's coming from the side. They're going to get a stun on the Bounty Hunter, but Mr. Void, he's completely gone. Artsuki not going to get completely hit by it, and actually Terrorblade's going to come right in here with that Sunder. I think that was not the wisest move, though. He's very tanky. Okay, at least he had that Aegis, so a very good move by him. Calling that a little bit too soon, but now Meme Regime, they're just trying to get out, and I think they will. T1E is just fast enough. Gush isn't really going to slow him down too much, so he manages to escape from the scene of the crime. All right, so we're going to keep going here. That was a pretty good turnaround for BabyRage. It's a bit unfortunate that Mr. didn't stay in the fight when the Bounty Hunter was there. A pretty clear picture of what was happening and didn't want to stay too long. I definitely respect that. Ooh, over on the top lane, Terrorblade's taking a lot of damage from this. And, well, he is able to find that a pretty big kill on the Terrorblade. Terrorblade's been taking a lot of deaths here. If we take a look at the scoreboard, okay, scoreboard. There we go. Please stay up. The Terrorblade's taken 5 deaths so far, and that's really a bad performance from him. And we may end up seeing the last remaining outer tower of the game go down against the Radiant here. BabyRage is going to be a little bit more BabyRage. Try to do a little bit of damage with the Zeus ultimate, but it's just going to get healed up by T1E. Just really working with this Husker. His job is to end the game within 20 minutes or around those parts, and he's doing pretty good at that. Meme Regime, they're pushing into the base. Bounty Hunter's going to get all of these tracks in from the side, and there's a Rod of Atos from T1E. Unfortunately, they don't have any detection for this, so he's just going to be able to keep doing his harass. But he is going to want to be careful because T1E can always go in for that Reaper Sight. So now Artsugi realizes it, and he's just going to try to get one last track and go away. They're thinking about going in with their Zingle here. Zingle stepping up. There's going to be the Metamorphosis G in a lot of trouble. He's going to need to get a swap out, but it's not going to happen because he has gone down to the Terrorblade. Now Zingle, he's going to try to get away. He's got so much armor against this, and it's a pretty big, good pickup against the Terrorblade. And I think he's learned his lesson from last time, not taking off that armlet until the urn is gone. And he's going to live here. Now here come the big Terrorblade illusions, and oh, he's looking pretty good at this point. Got a Yasha, got a Dragon Lance, and while the rest of the Radiant squad, they're coming in here. There's going to be the Ravage in from the side. Zingle's going to take so much damage from him. He needs to use his armor. He's going to get that toggled off. Now there's going to be the disruption, taking him away. And Zingle cannot armlet toggle out of that. Tidehunter comes in, and he's able to find the kill. A big commitment from BabyRage, but they take down 2 of the most important heroes on the map, the Necrophos and the Husker. And look at that, 3,400 gold change the way of BabyRage, and now look at them, they're pushing in on that tier 2 tower. Shadow Demon doing everything he can to try to spam out the wave with the poison. And what's this? A Faceless Void against a Bounty Hunter? Sounds like my kind of fight. Mr. has picked up a Blink Dagger now. I think at some point Meme Regime have figured out that Zingle is really bad, or not the greatest at Faceless Void, and they decided to put Mister on it now. Or maybe it was more of a Zingle is crap and wants to play Husker. That might be more of it. A lot of players are pretty used to playing a Faceless Void, but a Husker, not so much. Man, the stream is looking mighty nice right now. Got Zingle moving in on these creeps. Currently he's up to the Solar Crest and Armlet, a very tanky Husker at this point, and he should be able to live pretty well against the Terrorblade. See what the other items are. Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter, that's how he was able to get that awesome Ravage off in the mid lane. And there's a counter Solar Crest on the Bounty Hunter, so at least they have that for him. XP and net worth, it's still pretty close at this point. Stop, go away. And Zingle is still at the top of the net worth chart, but it's fairly close. Terrorblade is not too far behind. You would kind of expect him to be up there, but when you have as terrible start as he did, the game gets a little bit more difficult. It's not so simple. And Meme Regime, they're kind of waiting for the Rosh. It's going to be a very long Rosh respawn. They see Artsugi. They're going to slow him down with the Atos. And, well, are they going to have the vision for him? He's very close to the edge of that Sentry Ward, and they're going to pick out a lot of hate on him. They're going to take him out. Zingle does not like it, and he says, "Team, please kill." And they got him. Fortunately, it wasn't there, but, you know, happens. Alright, smoke here from the Meme Regime. They are ready to go, possibly to stop the push top. And Zeus is there with the Veil of Discord. Uses it against the creeps, but he may start wishing that he had it for some heroes fairly soon.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Now they're going underneath the tower. There's going to be the Purge, but Tidehunter is able to blink out and not going to get canceled at all. They don't even have vision, and Zeus is able to get away. That smoke completely is off the mark from Meme Regime. They're not able to find anything with it. And narrow dodge the bullet for BabyRage. But well done anyway, because the Tidehunter tanks it, is able to blink away. Some very good awareness by him. So as we move in, Lion's almost got a blink dagger. As we move into the mid game a little bit more, this Tidehunter's, or Terrorblade, is going to be more and more of a threat for the Meme Regime. Right now they have a lot of tools to be able to deal with it. They have the Shadow Demon, Husker's pretty tanky. Of course they can knock him out with the Chronosphere. And you kind of feel like at some point they're going to stop with the focus onto the Tidehunter and start looking towards getting a Terrorblade down with that Chronosphere. I mean, when they can focus the Chronosphere in the fight. In the past, in this game, it has been him going for the Tidehunter. And actually, he's gone forward here, and it's going to be a little bit off the mark with that blink. Zeus has actually just gone down to the south. And Roche has now respawned, and Meme Regime know all about it. They possibly see the Bounty Hunter, but they know that he sees them, and what do they have? Their vision of the high ground isn't that great there. Okay, so Zingle's going to pop the Lincolns on Roche. And right now, BabyRage know all about this Roshan. Everything is known. But this time, though, Zingle has his team around him. So he can just go for Roche. He's got the heal. He came in with full health this time. And let's see what ends up happening. There's going to be a Ravage onto a ton here. Chronosphere is going to be very good. And, well, Zingle's going to go right for Tidehunter. Turned into a fish now. Pyros gets a good stun, but it's not really on a whole lot. Now Zingle's just going to take him down, and Zingle's going to have to go right up against Killos, and Killos is able to be able to find the kill. And no, Sunder is not going to be quite able to, well, Reaper Sight doesn't quite take him down. Now Mister on the Mav. Mav is going to get bashed down, and Artsugi, he's going to be the lone survivor here for Meme Regime, and they may end up trying to finish the Roth with this Necro Book of the... Did he actually... Bounty Hunter just went down. That was smart. In any case, Meme Regime take a pretty nice fight near the Roach Pit, and they will be able to secure it. Not going to have the Aegis on Husker, who pretty much needs another item right now in order to be able to become more of a presence. I feel like he's just slightly not tanky enough in order to survive these. He just needs like one small item, and I think they're going to just guard the Aegis for him to show up. He's going to get the TP in. So thank you for guarding it for me, mister. I'm just going to put it on the Husker. Or maybe Mr. just like trolls and picks it up anyway. Nope. What good teamwork. Way to give Zingle a way to feel better about himself. It's alright. You were a pretty big part of that fight, man. Totally. Meanwhile, the rest of his team did pretty much all the work. Just kidding. Bounty Hunter is ready. They have tons of vision of this, and I think they know at this point with that track coming out. But Meme Regime, they don't really seem too interested in it at all. Why are you going over there? I don't want to see Terrorblade illusions. I'm moving up here in the mid lane. Oh, Mister's going to go forward, not quite catching out the Bounty Hunter. And I think that BabyRage are probably going to be able to find this tier 1 tower fairly quickly. No. Going in on that tier 1. There's an item on the ground. It's an orb. Kill it! They do. Wow. And Zingle with that Aegis, he's really not too scared here. He's still got that armlet going, getting healed up by the T1E Necrophos. I'm looking for their engagement. Chronosphere's up, so is the Blink Dagger. And he may think about just going right in here. Tidehunter is going to get the Chronosphere right now. There's me and no Ravage for him, but he's a little bit far up, and the Reaper Sight's not going to be enough. There's going to be the Ravage on the 2. Zingle's going to take a lot of damage from this, and he might get the Aegis right off of him. Nice disruption from Kim Jong-il, keeping it alive for now. And Zingle's going to have some good armlet toggles to be able to get out of it. And yeah, he's going to be able to get that up, even against that Urn of the Bounty Hunter. Now, G gets hit by the Earth Spike, and that's a ton of damage. Is the disruption going to be there? It's down on cooldown for 8 seconds. And the Vengeful Spear not going to be able to get out. Artsugi gets a little bit of damage from the Burning Spears, but he's feeling pretty safe right now. He thinks that there isn't, or knows that there isn't, any detection there in the area. Zingle still has the Aegis. He's turned into a fish. Without that Vengeful Spirit, that's still kind of being ham here. And that's definitely okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. You know, you like that zoom, don't you? Oh, Tidehunter's coming over here. Look, spit on him! And now here comes Zingle. He's baited him. He's angry. Zingle's going to go right in. Zingle's basically out of mana, and he's going to try to put the Burning Spears onto basically everything that he can. Kilowasp, he's out of the Metamorphosis right now. He's taking so much damage from it, trying to take a Sunder off, but it's not going to happen. Now Meme Regime are just rolling right over BabyRage, and there's going to be a lot of BabyRage here if the situation does not improve for them in the near future. Tower is going to be fortified. Is forcing out a buyback from the Terrorblade, and I don't know if Meme Regime are going to be satisfied from that. Jumped in onto Mav. Mav in a lot of trouble. That's going to be a Zeus going down, and Zingle still has that Aegis. Now Pyro's going to go forward. He turns him to a fish. There's going to be Mysteries. Not got a Chronosphere. Nice Earth Spike from the Lion, but the disruption is there from the Shadow Demon going a little bit inside the base. Killos in a lot of trouble. He's got the Thunder available. Uses it on the G, but he's taking a lot of damage from those Burning Spears, and he's going to burn down quite a bit. Zingle still has the Aegis. And there's the Guardian Greaves. I just can't say that enough. He still has an Aegis. How is he so strong, man? I mean, he's made so many stupid decisions this game, but when it comes to fighting with this team, there is none better than this guy. Mister getting a little bit aggressive, gets stunned up by the Earth Spike, could be in a little bit of trouble, has that time walk available though, and he's going to get right away and help the rest of his team take down this tier 3 tower. Bottom set of racks is going down, middle set of racks is done. And after all of that, looks like there might be some light at the end of the tunnel for your Battle Cup champions, the Meme Regime, playing in the Join Dota League. Nice 3-man Chronosphere for Faceless Void. Mister says, hey guys, I got some people over here. And Kim Jong-il's going to help save him with the disruption. Mister gets out. He's not going to be able to get the health. And actually, he's going to go down to that finger. Lion's able to find the kill, and Kim Jong-il might be the one to go down, but the rest of his team, they're taking down the tier 3 tower, and they've taken it out now. Zingle, he is not afraid of anything, and he still has that Aegis. Sorry, I'm probably getting really annoying with that, but he still has it. Ravage is going to be used on the 2, and now Artsuki's going to go right into it. Now he does not have an Aegis. Let's see if they can take down Zingle. Now his team is going to need all the help they can get to help him. But Zingle is going to be again feeding to go down. He even draws G into it, and he's going to be the one also to fall. Oh no, BabyRage, they've lost 2 racks, but they might be able to turn it around now on the Meme Regime. Game is pretty close. And that's a 5,900 gold change, 6,000 the way of BabyRage. Might be a little bit happy about that. In a little bit, we'll check out the golden XP graphs, but lots of pings. Pings. Look at all these pings. I think instead of Zingle, his name should be Pingle. Jokes. Oh, man. So, sometimes Meme Regime do this thing where they just don't really give a crap about the game, and they just do all the stupid things that they can imagine of doing, and kind of feed a lot towards the end of the game because they really don't think that they can lose it all. In this version of Dota, that can kind of get you in a little bit of trouble, but they still seem to be okay right now. No, Meme Regime, they're just going to push in top, XP and gold, as promised. There's a nice little ravine right there. Going back towards 10,000 in terms of gold. Not as bad as the XP. But Meme Regime, they just back up. They're going to smoke. See if they can find something here. Kilowatts is going over towards the Ancients. I think they may possibly know about it. Did they betray themselves? Zingle, he's actually tried to attack in illusions, and well, now Kilowatts, he's trying to get away. Kim Jong-il, oh no, he didn't know about it. He thought he was walking past the wrong Terra Blade, and now he's going to get caught out away from his team. There's going to be a Sunder keeping it alive, but oh my gosh. Even with that Sunder getting off there, still able to take him down mostly through the Reaper Scythe, and that's 55 seconds on the side lane without a buyback. So that's going to be a pretty free final racks of the game here for Meme Regime, and most likely the Mega Creeps for him. Yeah, Creeps are following him over there. Zingle doesn't really care about anything. There's not really too much physical damage here for BabyRage, and Zingle's just going to go for it. The only good thing here, Tidehunter is ready for one last Ravage. I mean, he's going to get it on the Zingle. Zingle in a bit of trouble. Are they able to take down the Husker? Oh, Finger's going to be there. Is he able to armor toggle his way out of it? Oh, he was trying, but he's going to get taken down to that damage over time from the Bounty Hunter once again. Just going for these racks. Faceless Void doesn't have the best damage. And I think Meme Regime might have bitten off more than they can chew once again. There's going to be a spit on the T1. Trying to heal his way out of this one. And another Chronosphere here from Mister. It's on the 4 this time. Now Terrorblade, he's getting back into this fight pretty soon. Tidehunter's bought back. BabyRage are using everything they can possibly to try to get through. And they'll use the Tidehunter illusions to be able to take down that melee racks. T1 4 staffed away. Meme Regime, the Mister guy, that Faceless Void, he's trying to go ham, but he's being turned into a fish. That's definitely not a pig. Nice swap away from Vengeful Spirit, but T1 he says, I want to get back in here, I want to die. He's actually going to kill the Tidehunter with that Reaper Scythe, and well, he's going to hide inside the trees, healing up so much from the Sadist. Radaveta is going to slow him down. They've got to take down this Terrorblade, and T1 is getting pinged so much by Zingle. Stun comes into Pyro, and that's going to be a Lion going down. 60 seconds on the sideline. Tidehunter's out of the picture. That's definitely going to be Mega Creeps now for the Meme Regime. So many resources used for BabyRage, and that's going to be it. GGWP is going to be called here in game number 1 of this best of 2 set. How could you resist another Chrono? That's going to do it for that match. Thank you all for watching. We will have game number 2 of this JDL season number 10 Division 2 match between BabyRage and Meme Regime coming up in a couple moments. I'm Pythian. Thank you all for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at PythianLegume, as well as on twitch.tv/PythianLegume. And as always, cheers. We'll be right back.